The beginning of the band was sort of a solo project of my own. I went to school for a year in Newark, Ohio, and a part of Newark's history was the Heisey Glass Company. When I eventually ended up coming back to Dayton, I thought that sounded like a cool band name. I was writing songs in my first year of college, and I knew Sam and called him up and called up Clayton, who isn't here this evening because he doesn't talk to the press. They were both in, and we started jamming together, and it clicked, and it worked, and here we are 2.5 years later. Describing our sound is always a really hard question because we've heard a full spectrum of bands that people think we sound like. The best thing I got is garage rock meets like a Led Zeppelin-y kind of groove. I couldn't tell you.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in that mess, you can find the Heisey Glass Company. I started writing some of the songs we play live at 18, and now, you know, with just 3 years, especially 18 to 21, makes a huge difference in your life. And a lot of different transitions and a lot of different emotional and social hurdles to take. And just day to day, you can kind of draw little lines from it and piece together some stuff.
Sometimes actually we'll come up with a riff on our own and we'll send it through like a voice memos to each other.
King of the voice memos.
And then other times, a lot of it just happens from like just a random riff that pops up during practice. And we're like, oh, we like that. We expand on it a little bit and then come back a couple days later and go at it again and decide if it's going to make it or not. One
thing we always have to bring to every show, otherwise, you know, we wouldn't be in a band, we wouldn't be, you know, putting on a facade, is that we got to bring energy to every show. You know, maybe we have an off night rhythmically or an off night, you know, I forget all the words at the mic. At least I'm going to jump around like an idiot and give you something to look at and dance around. Sam takes his hair and waves it around and gets the girls yelling like the Ed Sullivan Show. What are you going to do during your set that makes you stick out, you know, in the crowd of other bands in Dayton? And what's going to make you memorable is kind of what we want to attack during a live set.